Hello, hello, how are you today? I am here on my little farm. I'm going to, let's see, how do I want to do this? It just occurred to me that I would like to come at this from a very specific sort of way. So I'm going to go over here first and then we'll take the tour. The fishing part is sorted out. Now, Brandon, you wrote and said, embrace the imperfection. And you know what? I made that decision. I thought, yeah, you know what? It's off by one on one side. The heck with it. There's going to be so many trees planted in there. Nobody's ever going to see it. It's never going to be a problem. And then I realized, unfortunately, oh, look at my duds. Is this cute? Her little shamrocks on the face, puppy with the shamrock. Anyway, so then I find out that I had forgotten one fish. It was on the second. Okay, which direction? I'm facing north, so it was on the west side, and it was the third one down in alphabetical order, which means I had to move the entire west side down by 3. And at that point, I thought I might as well do it by 4 and even up that whole side, which meant then I had to fix the other one. So yeah, I was going to embrace the imperfection and leave it, and then realize I had made a far bigger mistake than I knew I did. So this is it. We are completed. Every block is perfect. Knock on wood. Thunk, thunk, thunk. And when we take the train ride, when I get the train tour sorted out at the end of all of this, there is the walk down to our farmhand. But this is the ride you'll be seeing. This will be the view. You'll be able to have a wee look over here going, oh, they have nice big yew trees. And the fish, they're looking healthy. The water's clean. It's crowded, but if it's deep enough, I suppose it's not deep at all. My dog is walking. Okay, so it's a little crowded, but I guess it's a fish farm. Sigh. I'm going to be taking out those rails that are ahead of us, and this will make a turn. And you'll be able to come up this way and have a wee look around and see all the little fishes. All the canals come in. They are perfectly even. Our lighthouse now has a spot of honor here. It had occurred to me to actually even put it next to something else, but you know what? This is fine. It's just a decoration, right? The train will continue along this way. You can get out and have a walk should you choose to. There's more planting on the other side. You'll be coming down this way. You'll be able to see all the little fish on this side. And then I'm not sure which way the train will turn at this point because none of this is sorted out yet, or any of this. So for right now, that will be it. But that's going to be the tour. Yeah, the completed fish farm. It's all even. Look. Looky. Now this gives me a lot less room inside for rubber trees, and I could have filled it up. I mean, obviously there's more spaces. You will notice there are, there's rows there on either side. There's rows there on either side. But I thought if we're going to make it pretty, then we have to make it visible. So it won't be as efficient. It's certainly not a min-max situation for either fish or collecting diamonds from the rubber trees, but it's useful. It will get the job done. I think it looks nice. It doesn't take up too much of my actual farm space. The flowers are going to be bad enough. I'm absolutely certain that this entire block down here is going to have to be moved somewhere. God knows where. I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff yet, because there will not be enough room to finish my flowers here. I'm absolutely afraid that I may end up having to put like a few rows up here to, just to get down this row alphabetically, and then a bit more, kind of like that sort of thing to finish it. It seems likely. It seems almost absolutely positively going to happen. So we'll see how that goes, one problem at a time. But this is it. We're done. I was up till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning last night, moving all of these fish. So I ended up having to move from This one, this was the missing one. So all of these had to be moved into here. And of course, because I was moving it by 4 instead of 3, so I could insert that rail right there. I had to move all of the little dividers in between as well. And then I had to take this entire side and move it down by 1. It was a job. And it was not the most exciting job I've ever done in a game. Although I have to admit, I've done this sort of thing far too many times to think it's unusual. Oh my goodness. Oh, now see, I just saw a thing that is, this has got railing there and not railing there. So either I take the one side out or put the others in. On this side, I have none. So if I'm going to be saying that this is picture perfect and everything's just right, then I'm going to be required to make it just right. So let's just do that right now. Whoops, I missed a spot. And finish this up. And I did walk around last night quite a bit looking for little bits and bobs like that. Just those little tiny things where, you know, you've got a rustic separator on one side and not on the other, or it goes up to a certain distance somewhere but not on the other. And I just saw another one. Did I mention it was like 3 o'clock in the morning? I was so tired. Come on. Yes, that one's got to go. And now here, oh, I see what I did. Oh, see, there's going to be more to fix than I realized, because these, I did do this on all the others here. I see what I did. There's always something, right? There's always something. I just want this farm to be perfect. You know, the other was so wild and crazy, and the other one is going back into being a semi-working farm. But I want this one to be the nice one, the one that everything feels really good on. It's the one I'm building with you guys, and I just want to end this series, if I ever end this series, whatever that means, knowing that done, you know, done. There's not a bazillion little things I need to fix, and I want it to feel good. And then I could just sit back and, I don't know, do something weird and just play the game. But there we go. Fish farm tour. It's done. Trees are planted. We got some flowers planted. We got some walkways. There is a way shrine out to this spot that sits here beside, you know, the lighthouse here for a wee bit of decoration. I put a few lights in around it just to show it off in case we end up, you know, if you're ever visiting and you take the train tour once that's in. And there are paths you can walk around if you want to, you know, you can take a tour at fish farms too, right? And you go and you see how things work and how everything functions. And if you want to do that, it's even pretty. Not fancy. I like the open space. I find this game can get very cluttered feeling. You can have too many things going on, and it really gets on me. It's kind of like shopping. There's just too many things going on, too many things screaming for your attention, and it gets I didn't mind that in the carnival setting, but because that's what you expect a carnival to be, a bit overwhelming to the senses, and that felt okay for that. But for the rest of it, I don't want the whole map like that. I don't do well with that. And look, the lighthouse is shining in the night. You can see it from a distance, so if you are coming by at night, you'll know we're the heart of the fish farm. It's like advertising, right? It's the big advertising light. Yeah. It's like, look, buy fish here. So there you go, guys. The fish farm is complete. I'm quite happy. I am quite happy with this. So I'm going to end this one real quick. That's all there is. I am going on to do some recording for Nebuchadnezzar today. And I think this afternoon's stream, I might revisit RimWorld and City Skylines. I have not played either of those games in about 2 years. And to be brutally honest, I'm going to have to relearn how to play those two games. So I'm going to do one or the other in today's stream. And then I will be starting up... I'll be starting a series in here for one or both of them. And I have another game. It is still in alpha, although it is quite developed. What's it called? Before We Leave, I think it is. I've been wanting to play that. And I think I'll be starting a series of that in here pretty soon. I don't know much about it. It is a very early. I got an early access key from the company, like long before it was released or anything, and had a wee look at it then. But it has been developed a lot since then, and that's been a while. So we'll have a look at that pretty soon too. So thank you heaps, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.